Is something you've been told is healthy your whole life actually holding you back, or even posing a risk? Now that you're over 60, it's a tough pill to swallow, isn't it? When the conventional wisdom we grew up with starts to shift, we rely on simple truths, like eggs being a perfect, easy breakfast. But sometimes, as our bodies change and our needs evolve, those simple truths need a second look. The painful reality is that what worked wonders for us in our younger years might not be the best choice for us today. Maybe you've felt a bit more sluggish than you used to. Or perhaps your doctor has mentioned keeping a closer eye on certain numbers like cholesterol. It's frustrating when the picture of health gets more complicated, isn't it? There's a quiet conversation happening in the world of nutrition science, one that suggests for those of us over 60 enjoying eggs every single day might not be the golden ticket we thought it was. In fact, for some, it could be introducing unnecessary risks. We're going to uncover the truth about daily egg consumption as we age, look at why it might be problematic for some, and explore healthier, safer ways to get the amazing nutrients we need. This isn't about banning eggs forever, but about making informed choices for our unique needs now. Watch to the end for something that will surprise you. Now, let's dive into this head first and talk about why that daily omelet or scrambled egg habit might be something to reconsider once we hit our 60s and beyond. For years, eggs were demonized because of their cholesterol content. Then, the pendulum swung the other way, and they were hailed as a superfood, packed with protein, vitamins, and minerals. And they are. They truly are a nutrient-dense food. But here's where the picture gets a little more nuanced. Especially as we age, our bodies handle things differently now. Our metabolism isn't quite the same. And crucially, our risk factors for certain conditions tend to increase. The primary concern when we talk about daily egg consumption after 60 often circles back to cholesterol. But not just the cholesterol in the egg itself, which dietary guidelines have become more relaxed about. The real issue, or at least a significant part of it that research is highlighting, involves how certain components in eggs interact with our gut bacteria and get converted into something called TMAO, or trimethylamine N-oxide. This TMAO is what's raising eyebrows among scientists. Studies suggest that higher levels of TMAO in the blood are associated with an increased risk of heart disease, stroke, and even kidney disease. And where does TMAO come from? It's produced by gut bacteria when they digest certain nutrients found in foods like red meat. And yes, choline, which is abundant in egg yolks. Now, choline is an essential nutrient, important for brain health, muscle function, and metabolism. Our bodies need it. But the way our individual gut microbiome processes choline can vary. And for some people, particularly those with certain bacterial profiles or pre-existing health conditions, the production of TMAO might be higher as we get older. Our risk of cardiovascular disease naturally increases due to a variety of factors, changes in blood vessels, inflammation, and accumulated plaque. Adding a dietary habit that potentially contributes to risk factors like higher TMAO levels, day in and day out, might be like adding a small, steady drip of water to an already full bucket. For someone with a family history of heart problems, or who is already managing high cholesterol, high blood pressure, or diabetes, this daily drip from a high choline source like eggs could be something worth considering reducing. It's not about saying eggs are poison. That's far too simplistic and just not true. It's about understanding that moderation and context matter immensely. Especially as we age, one egg contains a significant amount of choline. Have one or two a few times a week for many. That's likely perfectly fine as part of a balanced diet. Have 2 or 3 every single day. Year after year, the cumulative effect of that daily dose of choline, leading to potentially higher TMAO levels, is what concerns some researchers regarding cardiovascular risk in older adults. Think of it like sun exposure. A little sun is good for vitamin D, Baking in the sun every day significantly increases skin cancer risk. It's the dose and the frequency that change the outcome. Our digestive systems and metabolic pathways can become less efficient as we age, potentially making us more susceptible to the negative effects of consistently high levels of certain compounds. Another point to consider is what often comes with the eggs. Are they fried in butter or oil every day? Are they served alongside bacon or sausage, which are also high in saturated fat and compounds that can contribute to cardiovascular risk? The meal context matters. While the egg itself is packed with good stuff, how it's prepared and what accompanies it can significantly impact its overall health profile. Someone eating a plain poached egg with some avocado and whole wheat toast a few times a week is in a very different boat from someone having 3 scrambled eggs fried in butter with sausages daily. The daily habit, coupled with typical breakfast companions, can add up to a considerable burden on the cardiovascular system over time for a body that is already facing increased risks due to age. So, thinking about daily egg consumption isn't just about the egg in isolation. It's about the whole dietary pattern and how that persistent daily intake might interact with the physiological changes in health status common after 60. This understanding helps us see why simply saying eggs are healthy might be incomplete advice for our age group when it comes to daily habits. It's not about panic, but about mindful eating and adjusting our plates to support our health goals now and in the future. Moving on from the potential risks of daily egg consumption, let's think about how we can still get those wonderful nutrients eggs offer without relying on them every single day. The good news is, nature provides plenty of alternatives if you're reducing your egg intake. You'll want to ensure you're still getting enough high-quality protein. Protein is absolutely crucial for people over 60. It helps maintain muscle mass, which is vital for strength, mobility, and preventing falls. It also keeps you feeling full and supports bone health. Instead of daily eggs, consider rotating your protein sources. Lentils, beans, and chickpeas are fantastic plant-based options. They are not only packed with protein but also offer fiber, which is something many of us don't get enough of and is essential for digestive health. A lentil soup, a bean chili, or a chickpea salad can be delicious and incredibly nourishing. Fish, particularly fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines, are another excellent choice. They provide high-quality protein along with those beneficial omega-3 fatty acids that are great for heart and brain health. 2 areas we want to pay extra attention to as we age. Lean poultry and occasional lean red meat can also contribute to your protein needs. But again, variety and moderation are key. Tofu and tempeh are versatile soy-based proteins that can be incorporated into many dishes. Focusing on a variety of protein sources throughout the week ensures you're getting a broader spectrum of amino acids and other accompanying nutrients. Beyond protein, eggs are known for providing certain vitamins and minerals like vitamin D, vitamin B12, and selenium. While sunlight is our primary source of vitamin D, and many older adults benefit from supplements, you can also find it in fortified foods like milk, orange juice, and some cereals, as well as in fatty fish. Vitamin B12 is crucial for nerve function and red blood cell formation, and its absorption can sometimes become less efficient with age. While eggs contain B12, you can also get it from meat, fish, poultry, dairy products, and fortified foods like nutritional yeast and some plant-based milks. Selenium is a powerful antioxidant found in Brazil nuts, fish, poultry, and whole grains. The point is, you don't need to rely on eggs as your sole source for these nutrients. By building a diverse diet that includes a wide range of vegetables, fruits, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats, you naturally cover all your nutritional bases. This approach also provides the added benefit of more fiber, a wider array of antioxidants, and different types of beneficial fats compared to relying heavily on one food source. Let's think about the practical side of this. If you're used to having eggs every morning, what could you switch to a few days a week? Oatmeal topped with berries and nuts is a heart-healthy, fiber-rich option. Greek yogurt with fruit and a sprinkle of seeds provides protein and probiotics. A smoothie with spinach, fruit, and a scoop of protein powder can be a quick and nutrient-dense start. Or how about a piece of whole wheat toast with avocado? These simple shifts can break the daily egg cycle while still providing satisfying and healthy breakfasts. The key is experimentation and finding alternatives that you enjoy and that make you feel good. Listening to your body is important. Do you feel lighter? Or do you have better digestion when you vary your breakfast? Pay attention to those signals. It's not about deprivation. It's about expanding your horizons and discovering new favorites that are perhaps a better fit for your body's needs now. Embracing variety in your diet isn't just about mitigating potential risks from one food. It's a fundamental principle of healthy eating at any age, ensuring you get all the different nutrients your body needs to thrive. Making these small, conscious choices can have a significant positive impact on your overall well-being as you navigate this vibrant phase of life. Next, we'll explore even more ways to support your health through dietary choices. So, we've talked about why eating eggs every single day might be something to think about reducing, especially after 60, focusing on the potential links to cholesterol metabolism and compounds like TMAO. And we've touched on some wonderful alternatives for protein and essential vitamins. But maintaining health in our 60s and beyond isn't just about limiting certain foods. It's also very much about what we actively include in our diet and lifestyle. Building on the idea of dietary variety, let's talk more about incorporating foods that specifically support heart health, brain function, and overall vitality, the areas we want to focus on as we age. One of the most powerful things you can do for your health is to eat plenty of fiber-rich foods. We mentioned beans and lentils earlier, but think also about incorporating a wide variety of colorful vegetables and fruits into every meal. Berries, leafy greens, broccoli, carrots, apples, oranges. They are all packed with vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and most importantly, fiber. Fiber helps manage cholesterol levels, keeps blood sugar steady, promotes healthy digestion, and contributes to a feeling of fullness, which can help with weight management if that's a goal. Making half your plate vegetables at lunch and dinner is a simple visual cue to boost your fiber and nutrient intake significantly. Snacking on a piece of fruit or a handful of nuts instead of processed snacks also makes a big difference. Nuts and seeds, like almonds, walnuts, chia seeds, and flax seeds, are excellent sources of healthy fats, protein, and fiber. Walnuts, in particular, are noted for their omega-3 content, beneficial for brain health. Hydration is another cornerstone of good health that sometimes gets overlooked. As we age, our sense of thirst can diminish, making us more susceptible to dehydration. Dehydration can lead to fatigue, dizziness, constipation, and even cognitive issues. Making sure you're drinking enough water throughout the day is crucial. Keep a water bottle handy and sip from it regularly. Herbal teas are also a great way to stay hydrated. Proper hydration supports every bodily function, from digestion and circulation to maintaining skin elasticity and lubricating joints. It's a simple habit with profound benefits. Another important aspect is focusing on healthy fats. While we're mindful of things that might negatively impact cholesterol, we absolutely need to consume healthy fats. These include monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats found in olive oil, avocados, nuts, and seeds, and fatty fish. These fats are essential for brain health, reducing inflammation, and supporting cardiovascular function. Swapping out saturated fats found in butter, lard, and fatty meats for these healthier options can make a big difference to your heart health over time. Use olive oil for cooking and in salad dressings. Add avocado to sandwiches or salads. Snack on a small handful of nuts. These small changes build up to a healthier dietary pattern. Thinking about our overall dietary pattern is more effective than focusing solely on one food like eggs. A pattern that emphasizes plant-based foods, lean proteins, healthy fats, and limits processed foods, excessive sugar, And saturated fats is going to be beneficial regardless of how many eggs you eat in a week. This approach naturally provides the nutrients needed to support muscle mass, bone density, cognitive function, and cardiovascular health, all key concerns for thriving after 60. It's about creating a sustainable way of eating that you enjoy and that nourishes your body from the inside out. It's about progress, not perfection. Don't feel like you have to overhaul everything at once. Start with 1 or 2 changes, perhaps swapping your daily eggs for oatmeal twice a week, or making an effort to include a vegetable at every meal. Small, consistent steps are the most effective way to build lasting healthy habits. So, let's bring this all together and reflect on what we've discussed about eggs and healthy eating after 60. We started by looking at how what we thought was universally healthy, like daily eggs, might need reevaluation as our bodies change with age. We delved into the potential reasons why daily egg consumption, particularly the choline converting into TMAO, could pose an increased risk for cardiovascular issues for some people over 60, especially those with pre-existing health conditions. It's not a definitive rule for everyone, but it's certainly something worth being aware of and considering in the context of your personal health profile. We explored the idea that moderation is likely key. Enjoying eggs a few times a week might be perfectly fine for many, while daily consumption might be pushing the envelope for others. Crucially, we didn't just focus on what to potentially limit, but we spent time exploring the abundance of incredibly nutritious alternatives and complementary foods. We talked about getting protein from a variety of sources like beans, lentils, fish, and lean meats, ensuring muscle maintenance and overall vitality. We looked at how to get those important vitamins and minerals, like B12 and vitamin D, from other foods and recognizing when supplementation might be beneficial. Always something to discuss with your doctor. We highlighted the immense importance of incorporating plenty of fiber from fruits, vegetables, and whole grains to support digestion, heart health, and stable blood sugar. We emphasized staying well hydrated and choosing healthy fats to nourish your brain and cardiovascular system. The overarching message here isn't one of fear or restriction, but one of empowerment through information and mindful choices. As we move past 60, our bodies have different needs and sometimes different vulnerabilities than they did in our younger years. Paying attention to how our diet impacts us now, and making adjustments based on the latest understanding of nutrition and our own health status, is one of the most proactive things we can do for ourselves. It's about building a dietary pattern that supports longevity, energy, and a high quality of life. It's about finding joy in preparing and eating nourishing foods that make you feel vibrant. Remember, small changes can make a big difference to your health and happiness. You don't have to overhaul your entire life overnight. Pick 1 or 2 things from what we discussed today and try incorporating them into your routine. Maybe it's swapping your daily egg breakfast for oatmeal a couple of days a week, or making a conscious effort to add an extra serving of vegetables to your dinner plate. Every little step towards a more varied, nutrient-rich diet is a step towards better health. What are your thoughts on eggs after 60? Do you eat them daily? Have you noticed any changes you've made to your diet that have made you feel better? Share your experiences and questions in the comments below. We can learn so much from each other. If you found this conversation helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps our channel. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our future videos on staying healthy, happy, and thriving at every age. Thank you for spending this time with me. Keep exploring, keep learning, and keep making choices that support your best self. Live your best life at every age.